For Dave Rogers' turn in the Season 3 Upload Director's chair, it was all about perspective. The episode sees downloaded Nathan, Robbie Amell, and backup Nathan meeting for the first time in the Gray Zone, the duo working together to get Luke, Kevin Bigley, out of prison in the Gray Zone following a failed attempt at selling an AI guy, Owen Daniels, for extra cash. Rescue Mission also predominantly features a new and endearing turn-in AI guys testing, helmed by Alicia Zainab Johnson. Meanwhile, Ingrid, Allegra Edwards, is once again battling her insecurities as she reunites with old and shallow friends during a VR workout class. And Nora, Andy Allo, finds herself juggling her and backup Nathan's feelings while trying to uncover why her real Nathan was given over-the-counter fart pills to stop his head from exploding on his downloaded body. Amid all its comedy, the episode itself really plays with perspective from whose eyes viewers are seeing events unfold, which reality those events are contained in, and ultimately the authenticity and sincerity of that upload or human perspective. Camera work and editing are always key to capturing the emotions and tones of a scene, as well as getting audiences to understand characters' points of view. But for this episode, Rogers and his team were operating in overdrive, using tricks both old and new to help them navigate Upload's real and digital world. The Hollywood Reporter spoke to the Episode 5 director about those tricks, capturing the two Nathans' first face-to-face meeting, chronicling AI Guy's real-world test run, and what inspired two of the episode's most dystopic tech advancements. You were charged with directing Robbie Amell as both Nathans for their first in-person meeting. Can you talk about how you approached capturing two Nathans with Robbie? Robbie, they had this great chemistry. Laughs. I didn't have to say much. He played both of them subtly different. There's posture things and reactions. But in my episode, there's a little twist, because it focuses very heavily on who the Nathans are and which one is which. I was just excited that I got them implementing this comedy. Backup Nathan doesn't know when he meets Nora for the first time. Seeing her, we did a bit of a play on what happened in Season 2 when Nathan and Nora meet. It's like an homage to that. What was also exciting was the technique of shooting. Whether we do a lockdown shot and a split screen, we're moving the camera manually, we're doing motion control, just shooting over the shoulder with a double and him, or even just him and comping in his own shoulder and back of his head. I didn't want to do any cheats. Anytime you see him, even if it's an arm, it's his arm. We just comped everything in. I was talking to the DP at one point about something where we did two shoulders, and I was like, nope, I can see a little bit of the body double's hair. It doesn't match. I want to shoot him and comp the other one. It needs to be a split. The body double, Jason McKinnon, was great and just serves. It's almost like a placeholder for him to get an eye line and to get some timing as he works on his own thing. Basically, he's wearing his real-life Nathan clothes with a body double, and then he has to go change his clothes for Nathan backup. While he's doing that, we're queuing up what was the best take. Then we have the body double standing where the real-life Nathan was and Robbie's acting as the backup, but now we're playing back his own dialogue to him, so the timing is consistent when we get to the edit bay. I was amazed just watching on set, where we had a mixer and stuff like that, seeing that we can overlap the performances. It's like getting two people, even though it's one person playing the same role. Was there anything that inspired your approach? Before we filmed, I watched a bunch of things just to see what are the examples of when someone plays a double. I remember watching Secret Window, and there was one scene where Johnny Depp's character, Mort Rainey, is walking, turning, circling. I thought, this is really good. It's pretty seamless, even for when it was made. It's not that old, but the technology still does keep getting better and better. I also went back to Back to the Future Part 2, which was one of the first motion control examples, where they had Michael J. Fox playing like four people in a shot, and they could do the 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass. In the Gray Zone, we see Nathan and Luke sporting Princess Leia outfits. There's also a guard in an outfit I wasn't able to identify. Who is he dressed as, and were these choices already laid out in the script? Or did you play around with a few concepts? They were in the table draft, the Princess Leia and Prince Eric costumes, and Greg was very particular with the look of the characters.